the three continents that has shown significant growth in religion and in Christianity: Latin America, Asia, and Africa. But the growth in religion in these continents and the economic growth in the continents are quite not matching. So I'm just wondering, do you have a thought on why religion is growing in Latin America and economic growth is on the increase? Why it's the same with Asia? Asia is, of course, more bludgeoning than the rest of them. And then Africa is not doing so well. Are we missing it somewhere? What are we doing wrong? And what role has religion got to play with it? Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, like I said during my lecture, nations, one of the cardinal reasons why nations become great is the strength of their policies. And policies are a reflection of the convictions. It is a man's conviction that is translated to the laws that govern any territory. And so when nations fail, it is not necessarily because of faith. It is because of the practice, the way and manner that faith is practiced. I give you an example. This is a phone that can be used for both good and evil. A terrorist can use this phone to destroy, for instance, and someone can use this phone to save lives. So whether through destruction or salvation, it still came from the same phone. It was just how it was used. So it's been my advocacy, and if you notice in my lecture, I said how that I think the challenge with Africa, in spite of the growing churches, that there has to be a re-examination of the content and the practice of faith. So the problem is not faith in itself, but the approach. For instance, extremisms. For instance, advocacies of hate. For instance, wrong teachings, even from the Bible, that have made irresponsible people to become, responsible people to become irresponsible. When you teach on things like grace and favor and so on and so forth, if not balanced, will put an individual to leave everything about the making of his destiny to the hands of God while not taking responsibility. So I think that those who spearhead the faith-based platforms, of course, in addition to the leadership that is largely in Africa. So it's a leadership problem at any level, whether spiritual leadership, economic leadership, political leadership. In one word, the reason for the stuntedness, in spite of spirituality, is leadership. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Professor Lukman, can we have your take too?
Yeah, thank you very much, and thanks for inviting me to this forum. I just told Ruth that she's leading a revolution on campus here. She may not know it, but I think we're aware of it. It's a pity that the Dean of Divinity School, Professor Mala Frederick, is not around. He's a professor of Pentecostalism. I would have loved for her to be here, because I know that very soon the Divinity School will have the opportunity to hire a professor in global Christianity, which simply means Christianity in the South. And this is exactly what we're talking about. Let me thank you for this very powerful speech. The last time we had a Nigerian to give such a lecture here was the Sultan of Sokoto, who gave what they call the Jodidi lecture at the Weatherhead Center. We will surely bring you back. That was a very interesting question that you posed to us. And I think it relates to one of the issues that the apostle mentioned, which I will repost as what we call lived religion, the praxis itself, where religion is seen, say Christianity, not